Alrighty, welcome to Rod's Tabletop Hoops today. Today we have ourselves a CB2K matchup between the Michigan Wolverines of 1993 and the Arizona Wildcats of 1988. I don't know if you've read the description here, but I received a gift last week from someone who goes by Washmeister or Troy. He sent me a whole bunch of PDFs of CB2K last week, so I've spent a portion of this week having them printed out and cut out. So I've got myself roughly, of the 100 teams that he sent me, about 16 different PDFs. I picked out my best 35, 37 or so, as you can see on this list. And I have decided to play a game after finally getting all of these things cut out. It took a while for me to get the teams cut, but it was certainly worth it. I will give you a quick look and show you what I cut out. Everything in this box right here. Each one of those little separated cards are teams. And they're basically college teams from roughly 1973 through about 1999. I think Troy thought that was in my wheelhouse, and he's pretty much correct on that. So thank you, Troy, for this wonderful gift. Christmas came early for me, that's for sure. But anyway, I wanted to enjoy the gift by playing a game, as I showed you here, the Fab Five versus Arizona. And so we're going to play a game of that. And I look forward to playing these. This will be the advent of the three-point shot in college basketball. I had played some 1983 CB2K earlier with very limited use of the three. Now we have the three-point attempt fully implemented in college basketball. I was looking at the rules as well. The shot clock was still at 45 seconds for the as of the 1993 season. This is 88 versus 93 teams. And so I will be playing with the 45-second shot clock. And so that'll be usually, I don't know, at least 4 passes. I can't remember how I think it's 5 to 2. I can basically do as many passes as I want with a 45-second clock. It's pretty much a stall. Today we have the 30-second clock in NCAA basketball. All right, well, let's quickly go over the lineups for the Michigan Wolverines. They went 31-5, coached by Steve Fisher. Unfortunately, the 31-5 was wiped out when they found there was a lot of scandal surrounding the team, including some payoffs to certain players, including Chris Webber, the center, fantastic player, Jalen Rose, Jimmy King, Jawan Howard, and Ray Jackson formed the Fab Five starting lineup. This book right here, the Fab Five, I read this probably 15 years ago, talks about how these guys did not receive a lot of compensation. They did, of course, get a 4-year scholarship to a basketball program, and they were treated well. But while their jerseys are hanging up in the Wolverines university store, they got no money from any of the proceeds, and this team was wildly popular. They were like rock stars in Michigan. So there's no, there was a lot of temptation to take bribes and or booster money and or cars and whatever gifts you could get. And I think they did take advantage of that a little bit, and eventually it got back to the NCAA, and they ruled that Michigan only went 0-4 instead of 31-5, in addition to reaching the NCAA championship. So anyway, there's a team with a little bit of scandal, but at the same time, a wonderful team to watch, a very good Michigan team. And then we also have the Arizona Wildcats. No scandals around them, but they had a pretty much an all-star lineup as well. They have Steve Kerr. I think he shot the ball rough from three-point land or over 50%. He's a senior here, 6'3". Arizona went 35-3, and they lost in the Final Four. Did not go to the championship. Let's see. I want to check what Steve Kerr shot from three-point land. Yeah, 57.3 from three. Even Sean Elliott, another NBA star, shot 47% from three-point land. So they were definitely using the three-pointer by 1988, and they still had it, of course, in 1993. So I'd love to see how this game turns out. I was going to do a quick rundown of some of the teams that I did get from Troy Washmeister real quickly, because it's just an amazing group of teams. I got the 72 North Carolina Tar Heels. They were led, of course, by Bob McAdoo. So you got McAdoo there. The UCLA Bruins of 1972. I also have this in Bang Shot Basketball, but you know what? In order for me to play some teams amongst these 38 teams, I've got to print out the CB2K, of course, and of course the Providence. Providence led by, of course, Ernie DiGregorio, Marvin Bad News Barnes. That was an amazing team with Providence in 1973. And the NCAA, North Carolina State, with David Thompson, 1974 as well. College plays the same as NBA version. Yeah, if you want to talk, are you talking about hoops? Are we talking about... CB2K has college teams, and they have some Olympic teams from 1988, 1992, 1996. I have not played those yet. I've thought about getting some of those, but I just came into this boatload of teams. Here's 75-76 Indiana Hoosiers. Kent Benson, the team went undefeated, 32-0, won the championship. That was Bobby Knight's greatest achievement. You've also got the North Carolina Tar Heels. I just love this team for one player alone. Walter Davis was one of my favorite players, especially with the Phoenix Suns. Phil Ford was also an All-America guard as well. Arkansas, it's just another team that resonates with me because a couple of one of the best players on the team, not Sidney Moncrief, but there's Sid's card, steals a little bit. Ron Brewer played for the Blazers. Excellent guard for a few years in the NBA before his knees got the best of him. And here's Duke. Duke of 1978. This is a little older Duke, not the Leitner Duke. Gene Banks, Mike Jaminski, Jim Spanarkel are a few of the NBA players that matriculated from Duke University. And I'll show you Kentucky of 78 as well. They had one of Larry Bird's teammates, Rick Roby, a pretty good center in the NBA, not nothing spectacular. Kyle Macy, a sharpshooter. Pretty darn good team. But anyway, I will go through a few more of those teams later on. Love to get this game started, see how the game will flow. It's been a couple weeks since I've played CB2K. Hopefully I'm still sharp at it. So we're going to have some fun right here. So we're going to start off with a jump ball. It's going to be Chris Webber jumping against Tom Tolbert. And I'm just going to roll one die for each side and see what happens. And Webber's going to get the 3, Tolbert a 1. So we're going to give the ball off to the Michigan Wolverines. There's the scoreboard. I don't know if that yellow is too yellow for the yellow or gold for the Michigan Wolverines. Anyway, ball's going to go to the small forward. That's Ray Jackson, one of the lesser known Fab 5 players. And we're going to use his offensive column. It's as simple as that with CB2K. That's a 3 turnover for Ray Jackson. Let me get my scoreboard out. I like to keep score. Turnover number 1. And we just keep going. Small forward, Sean Elliott. Offensive column, Sean goes up. 8. Fouled. And the foul, we can randomize that by doing that. That will be the defender. 1 through 5, and then 6 is the defender again. So there's a 2 in 6 chance the defender is going to foul anyway. Ray Jackson, tough start for him. A turnover and a foul. Non-shooting, we're going to keep going. Center, Tommy Tolbert. Offense, here we go. 7. He's going to pass the ball. Do we have any of those shoot-a-lot columns? No. The only guy, well, no one in either lineup has a special characteristic. It means you shoot more than the typical player. So, so he's going to pass the ball. Was that center twice? Okay, still staying with Tolbert. Another offensive opportunity for Tom. Oh, did I do 7 and it was Tolbert? Wait a minute. Center, offense, and I rolled a 7. And I looked at Anthony Cook. So the foul actually did occur here. Tom Tolbert is going to the line. I don't know why I was looking at Anthony Cook. Must be too early in the day for me. Ray Jackson will get another foul. Poor Ray Jackson. Not taking him out yet. Here comes Tommy at the line. 5, good. And 9, no good. Missed by Tolbert on the second free throw. The rebound is going to go to defensive center, C. Webb. Got to remember the rebounding rules as well. I might have to look those up. But I think you give an extra die to every defensive rebounder on a missed free throw. I'm pretty sure. And I can't remember. Yep, but anyhow, it's 1-0. Michigan reeling from the 2 fouls on Ray Jackson already. It's another center. C-Webb, offensive column, that's a 10. Basket by Weber. Puts it down. No problem. 2-1, Michigan. Assist, point guard 15. Note, Roses only an 11. Ball goes to McMillan. Team defensive card. Oh, I want to switch these so I can quickly reference the opposing team's defensive card. And that's an 8 missed shot for Craig McMillan. Rebound, offensive center 2 dice. He's got a 10. The defensive center has 18. So I need a 9 or more for Tolbert. He gets a 10. Tom Tolbert climbs the golden ladder. And he's going to go up with a shot right here. That's a 9, misfires. Rebound, offensive shooting guard now. That's going to be Steve Kerr. Now watch Kerr go up with a 3-pointer on the offensive boards. We'll just see what happens here. 6, 3-point attempt. And he makes it 2 to 6 and 10. 7. That is a missed shot by Steve Kerr from 3-point land. All right. We need another rebound, so we're going to actually turn a card to get that 3rd rebound. Offensive small forward versus defensive power forward. 10. 13. Jawan Howard clears. And the ball's going to go to the center. That's Chris Webber. Team defense of Arizona. 3. Basket for C-Webb. And Chris Webber's already got 4. Assist, nobody. And the score reads 4-1, Michigan. And we're going to go to the center again. Tommy Tolbert. Offense. Did I shuffle these cards right? We're getting a lot of centers. Here's a miss by Tolbert. Rebound. Offensive shooting guard versus defensive shooting guard. 2 versus 11. Jimmy King easily gets that rebound. Ball goes to the center again. Seriously. Team defense. That's a 3. It's another basket for Chris Webber. He is on fire. NBA Jam, you make 3 shots in a row, you're on fire. He literally is on fire. Assist center 20, no. Power forward, no. All right, small forward, that's Sean Elliott. Arizona has to get going here. Defense, 6, missed shot by Elliott. Rebound. Defensive power forward. Juwan Howard. Hands the ball off to Jimmy King. Jimmy King on offense. Here we go. That's a 9. He's going to pass the ball. Passes the ball to the power forward, Howard. Defense, Anthony Cook. 11. Steals the ball from Howard. Anthony's going on the breakaway. We'll see what the big man can do. 9, no good. Arizona cannot hit. Rebound. Defensive power forward again, Juwan Howard. He's got 3 early rebounds. Hands the ball off to C-Webb, who's already hotter than a pistol. And that's a 3 assist. Assist by Weber. Another great play by Chris Weber. I think he might be a good NBA player. Here comes Ray Jackson. Finally gets something positive for him. It is 8-1 Michigan. Ball goes to the point guard. That's Craig McMillan. But he's got to have a 5 or better on offense, and he does not. He does keep the ball, though. Team defensive card of Michigan is a 6. That's a miss by McMillan. Rebound. Offensive small forward, defensive small forward, 2 die. Well, it looks like he's got it automatically anyway. 10, 11, yes. Ray Jackson starting to do some positive things despite his 2 fouls. Point guard is Jalen Rose. Offensive column for Jalen. 12, he scores. And Michigan is on fire as a team. It is 10-1. Assist center 10. Nope. And so Michigan is basically 5 for 5 from the floor. Arizona doesn't know what hit them. McMillan with the ball for Arizona. Defender is going to be Rose. And it's a steal by Rose. Turnover, McMillan. Rose with a steal. Boy, did I pick the wrong opponent. Don't get Michigan angry. 4, turnover for Rose. Finally, something negative for Michigan. Shooting guard, Steve Kerr. Team defense. That's an 11. That is a pass. Stays with Steve Kerr. Offensive column for Kerr, which is full of 3-point attempts. He's going to shoot another one. 2 to 6 and 10. No, he cannot hit. The 57% 3-point shooter is 0 for 2. Rebound offensive center. 10 versus 18 for Weber. Weber's grabbing everything, scoring everything. Michigan's looking like gold so far. Ray Jackson, team defense, 12. He cannot shoot a 3, so that's just going to be a pass. Passes off to the shooting guard, Jimmy King. Does he have 1 or more? No. Point guard, Jalen Rose. Team defense again. Rose goes up 9. And that's good. Jalen Rose scores. Michigan has still not missed a shot. It is 12-1. This is power forward 7. No. Not a lot of assists. They're just scoring on their own. Steve Kerr's got to bring them back. Team defense. That's an 8. That's a miss by Kerr. He's 0 for 3. And Arizona is just 0 for a bunch. 3, 5, 8. 0 for 10. 0 for 10 to start the game. High at the offensive forward, which is 10 or 13 for Cook. High at forward, 13 for Howard. So they're going to sneak in the rebound on the tie. Yes, rebound, Juwan Howard. And the power forward, Howard's got the ball. Team defense of Arizona for a 3-point attempt or pass. That will definitely be a pass. That's 5 minutes of gameplay all the way through. I'm going to go through the second quarter of the deck. So it's going to go to the point guard, as it's said on this little card over here. I'll just kind of keep that there. Rose. Offensive card for Jalen. That's a 4. Another turnover on Rose. I've done that twice. So it's 12-1. Arizona's like shaking their head right now. Here comes Sean Elliott. Offensive column. That's a 6. Nope. 0 for 11 for Arizona. Can't break through. Rebound. Offensive center. 10. Defensive center. 18. Weber with his 3rd rebound. Lots of rebounds to grab when you don't make any shots. Center, Weber. Team defense. Arizona 9. Basket for Chris Weber. He's got 80s, 4 for 4. Michigan is on fire. It is 14-1. This is small forward 7. Yes, Ray Jackson with another positive contribution. 14-1. What do? You got your starters in for Arizona. You got your best guys on the floor. Offense for Craig McMillan. That's an 8. That's a 3-ball. 2-5 and 10. He makes it. 3-ball. Craig McMillan and the Arizona Wildcats break through on the board with a 3-ball. Assist shooting guard Steve Kerr. It is 14-4 now. Ball goes to Jimmy King. Jimmy, offensive column. 3, pass. Passes to Juwan Howard. We have not seen too much offense from him yet. Defender is Cook. Pass. Back to Jalen Rose. Team defensive card. 9. Scores! Jalen Rose, 3 for 3. Assist, power forward. Yes, Juwan Howard. And it is now 16-4. 8 for 8 from the field for Michigan. What did Michigan shoot as a team from the field, just for the sake of argument? Looking it up, Michigan's 498 as a team, so they're about 50% from the floor. So they're overachieving, but they throw down a lot of dunks. Power forward, Anthony Cook. Offensive column, 11. He scores. Finally, Anthony Cook scores, and it is 16-6. Power forward on the assist, shooting guard on the assist. Steve Kerr, 2nd assist of the game. This game's still early. We're still around 14 minutes left in the half. And the ball's going to go to Jalen Rose one more time. Team defense of Arizona, 8. Forces the pass, small forward. Goes to Ray Jackson. Offensive column, here comes Ray. That's a good offensive column, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I got an 11. No good by Ray. First miss, 8 for 9. They are human. Rebound. Offensive power forward, that's going to be 11 versus, defensive center, 11. Tom Tolbert squeaks out that rebound. Gets the ball to his point guard, Craig McMillan, who doesn't score a lot, but he does assist a lot. So let's see what happens with Craig here. Offensive column, 4. Turnover for Craig McMillan. Almost the only bad thing on the entire card besides the 12. Nothing's going Arizona's way. Ball goes to Jimmy King. Old Jimmy. Offensive column for Jimmy. Let's see what we got here. That's an 8. He scores! Jimmy King. Juwan's the only one who hasn't touched the ball now. That was the first basket, first shot for Jimmy King, assisted by Jalen Rose. This has so far been a laugher for the Michigan Wolverines. They are just kicking some tail here. Tommy Tolbert, defender is Webb. 10, that's a foul on Chris. That's maybe the only way you're going to get Chris Webber out of the game. That's the 3rd team foul on Michigan. Small forward, Elliott. Offensive column, that's an 8. He draws the foul. We'll randomize that. It's still going to be on Ray Jackson. It's his 3rd. We will get him out of the game. The only bad thing happening, the only dark spot on the whole thing. Let's shoot the free throws first. 2 to 8 and 10. 7, it's good. 3. It's good. Elliott makes 2. His first points of the game. And it's 18-8. How many cards have I flipped here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got about 3. Is that 3 minutes? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roughly 3 minutes. So he's got about 8 minutes. Let me get Ray Jackson out of here. There is a playing safe method, but I just don't like to use it if I don't have to. There we go. 8 minutes for Ray. Who do they have on the bench? Let's see here. The bench looks a little bit like this. Jake Voskuhl. Jake Voskuhl. His rest is 20 minutes. Maybe Jake Voskuhl. Let me take a look at the stats. Steve Fisher, who would you have gone to? Well, we got Eric Riley, 7-foot, Palenka, guard. Yeah, Voskuhl's the first man off the bench. So James Voskuhl enters the game for Ray Jackson. That's a unique last name, Voskuhl. And I still spelled it wrong on my sheet. There it is. So James will probably play the last. He'll probably play the last 12 minutes the way things are going. I'm going to pre-enter that just so I don't have to think about it later. All right. Well, Elliott made the free throws, so we're going to go to the shooting guard. Jimmy King. Offensive column for King. All these guys have pretty darn good offensive columns. That's a 3 pass for King. Going to go to Jalen. Jalen, offensive minded. Here he goes. 2 3-point attempt for Jalen Rose, 2-5. Not good. Rebound, defensive point guard. That's going to be Craig McMillan for Arizona. Ball goes to Craig. Team defense of Michigan, 7. 3-point attempt pass. He's got the in bold pass. I learned that rule. That'll definitely be a pass, and Kerr has it as well. These guys have the small pass, which means that would have been a basket. But these guys have got the capitalized pass. They're going to have to pass the ball. Stays in Craig McMillan's hands. 1 or more, no. So it's going to go to the small forward, Sean Elliott. Elliott offensively goes up 8, draws another foul. Sean's doing a good job of getting the fouls. It's going to be on 1, which is Voskuhl. Anyone at the small forward position, look out for Sean Elliott. That is the 5th team foul. And 12, no good. 5, good. Sean Elliott makes 1 of 2. He's got 3 points. So it's 18-9. Power forward, Juwan Howard. Team defense, Arizona 9. I've been getting that 9. That's a basket for Juwan, his first shot of the game. And they're still shooting 83% from the field. 20-9. Assist power forward 11. No. Ball goes into the small forward. That's Sean Elliott. Elliott, 4 or better. He's a 4. He can shoot it. And an 8. Another foul. He is using that 8 to his advantage. And that will be James Voskuhl's second foul. Everybody at small forward, you get a foul, you get a foul. 16 fouls. And Sean drills the first free throw and the second. All of his points are from the foul line, as Arizona is still shooting just 17% from the field. Only down 9 considering that. That's not too bad. Here comes the shooting guard 4. Whoop. Michigan, that ball just bounced out of bounds. Team defense, Arizona 9. Another basket by Jimmy King. I keep rolling the 9 on Arizona's team defensive card. And looky there, we got a 22-11 game. Back comes Arizona, approaching the 10-minute mark here. Defense, Jalen Rose steals the ball from Craig McMillan. Can't do anything about that. And Rose is going to go coast to coast. That's a 6. That's a miss on his card. Rebound, defensive team rebound. First team rebound of the game. Arizona gets it. Ball goes into Elliott. Watch him draw another foul. Let's see what happens. It is offense. He is certainly capable. And that's a 9. That's a 3 ball. He's going up 2 to 6 and 11. No. Arizona hits a couple of those. Be a different ball game, but they are still shooting 15%. Rebound, offensive center. Tom Tolbert grabs that ball. He's going up on his offensive column. 6. He scores. Tolbert. First field goal, 3 points for Tom. 22-13. They just got to feel lucky they're within 9. Center. C-Webb. Offensive column. 5. 3-point attempt by Weber. 2 to 5 and 12. No, he misses. That would have brought the house down. Of course, it's the visiting team, but that's defensive power forward rebounds. Anthony Cook with the board. And Cook has the ball. And he's going to go team defense. That's a 10. Scores Anthony Cook. 22-15. We got a little bit of a ball game now. And we're 10 minutes in. So let's see if I need to make any substitutions. Let's see. Who is struggling? James Voskel has 2 fouls, but I've already put in 2 forwards. Let's see what the bench for Arizona has. You know, I need a base stealer, so I'm going to put Kenny Lofton in the game. Yeah, Kenny Lofton of the Cleveland Indians. He's like Willie Mays Hayes, basically. He played for the University of Arizona. What an amazing athlete. Look at the steals on that card. That could be like a mini press. I'm taking McMillan out. You know, Arizona on their side, they have no fouls. Michigan is drawing no fouls. So, now what did I have? Did I just have Tolbert score? I can't remember now. My memory is so short. Let's see. Kenny Lofton is definitely coming into the game. Looks like he plays about half. Kenny Lofton enters the game. McMillan gets some rest. Yeah, Lofton will get his own 10 minutes in here. Whoops. Yeah, so we're going to put Lofton in for McMillan. Let's see. I'll probably... Let's Anthony. I'll keep Sean Elliott in there because he's doing a great job. What is there also on the bench for Michael Talley? 1 to 14 on assists. Who are the top bench players on Michigan anyway? Michigan has Eric Riley, Rob Pelinka, James Voskel. Talley did get in 29 games, but he shot 27% from the floor on the season. That is not very good. Maybe some Rob Pelinka action. Let's throw some Rob Pelinka in there. At least he shot 42%, but 43% from 3. That might be worthy of a substitution. Let's give the great Jalen Rose some rest, even though he only needs to rest 5 minutes. Maybe I'll bring him back in 5, and we'll see how that works out. Rob Pelinka. Rose comes out. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Yep, we're all good. Okay, the last card was center. It's going to go to Chris Webber one more time. It is 22-15. Michigan shooting 73% from the floor. Arizona 27%. That's pretty much the story so far. So Webber, defender, is Tolbert. And that's a 7. That's going to be a pass. Power forward. Jawan Howard gets the ball. Defender's card, Anthony Cook. That's a pass. Power forward still. Weber. Offensive column this time. And that's a 9, and a 9 is a miss on the column for Juwan Howard. Rebound, Cook. Whoops, how did I miss that? Put that on the wrong column there. Rebound, Cook. And Cook right there. Gets the ball to the shooting guard. And my screen turned off. What happened here? Gotta remember to check that out. Okay, here we go. Arizona with the ball. Kerr. Offense. Here we go. That's a 6. That's another 3 bomb on the way for Steve Kerr. 0 for 3. He's doing like James Harden did to me in that last Rockets Warriors game I played in hoops. Can't hit it. Rebound, offensive center 10. Defensive point guard. Jimmy King. No. Rob Pelinka is a 9. So that was just designed for the center to get the offensive rebound, unless some elite rebounding guard. Yeah, Jimmy King would have grabbed it, but it was the point guard. So Tolbert gets to go up 3. He scores. Tommy Tolbert on the second effort. And it's 22-17. We've got ourselves a game. Power forward. Juwan Howard. 3 or better. Yes, he's a 4. Howard goes up with a 4. He turns the ball over. Juwan Howard. All right, power forward. Cook. 2 or better? No. Shooting guard. Steve Kerr. Defense of Jimmy King. That's a steal. Wow, King can steal the ball. Turnover Kerr. Steal by Jimmy King. King's going coast to coast. That's a 6. That's a miss. Miss by King. Rebound. Defensive point guard Kenny Lofton. All right. Ball goes to the shooting guard. That is Kerr. Defender is Jimmy King. Do we repeat ourselves? 11. That's a foul on King. So that's going to be 17 fouls. 1-1 shooting for Steve Kerr. 2-9 on the free throw, and he missed the front end of a 1-1. Kerr is scoreless. With Kerr playing well, this is a different game. Rebound, offensive center Tom Tolbert. I think I'm reading that right on missed free throws. I'm pretty sure it's definitely Tolbert. Can he go up? I'm going to say yes. And he scores on the 3. Tolbert's made his last 3 shots, and it's a 3-point game. Little slump for the 65% shooting Wolverines. It's Pelinka, not a 4, so we're going to go small forward. James Voskuhl. Defender's Elliott. That's a pass. Go to the center. Chris Weber, 5 or better, no. Stays with the center. Defense. Tom Tolbert defending. That's a 7. That's a pass. Small forward. Voskuhl again. Offensive column. 11. He draws the foul. And that's going to be on Sean Elliott, his first. That is the first foul on the Wildcats. Voskuhl's going to get 2 free throws. And he makes the first. He's 2-7 and 11, if you can see that. Misses the second. Momentum starting to shift here. Offensive point guard versus defensive point guard on that rebound. That is a 2 defensive point guard, Pelinka. Plus he'd get a die because it's a free throw. Wait, wrong way. Offensive point guard, 3. Defensive point guard, 6. Lofton with the rebound. Do not want to make that mistake. Ball goes to the small forward, Sean Elliott. Defender, James Voskuhl. That's a foul machine right there. Voskuhl's 3rd. I may have to think about getting him out. Yeah, so that is the 8th team foul. So 1-1 for Sean Elliott. Can they make the front end? Yes. Earns the second. Yes. Sean Elliott does make 2 free throws. And 2 small forwards for Michigan have 3 fouls apiece. And it really is 23-21. The momentum has swung. That foul, the fouling, drawing the fouls has worked for Arizona. Shooting guard, Jimmy King. Offense, 10 draws the foul. So who's that going to be on? That's going to be on Tom Tolbert. That is his first. But we're going to get 2 free throws from Jimmy King. 2 to 7 and 11. That's a miss with a 9. And a 6. He makes the second. So it's 24-21. Michigan just kind of hanging on to their lead now. Power forward Cook. Defenders Howard. That's a 5. Pass. Passes the ball to Tolbert. Defender is Weber. And that's a steal by Weber from Tolbert. Weber goes. Fast break. 9. Turnover, Chris Weber. Things are not going as well for Michigan. Power forward, Anthony Cook. Team defense, Michigan 4. Missed shot. Good team defensive card by Michigan there. Arizona's is a little bit weaker. Assist. Offensive small forward rebound 2 dice. So he's got a 10 already. He's already higher. And Sean Elliott has got the rebound, and he's going up with the shot. 7. He scores. Sean Elliott, first field goal. And believe it or not, we got a 1-point game as Michigan's team has fizzled offensively in the last few minutes. Here comes the power forward. Jawan. Defender is Anthony Cook. Pass. Center. Weber, who had a brilliant start. Defender is Tolbert. 9. Steal. Turnover Weber. Tolbert with the steal. He's going to go. 9 misfires. He'd made 3 in a row. Rebound. Offensive point guard. Kenny only has a 2. Defensive center. Oh, versus defensive center. Well, we know the answer to that. Weber. Here comes the point guard, Rob Pelinka. Oh, I should have him at the shooting guard. He's only got a 1 to 5, but that's okay. We'll just play this one out. Kenny Lofton, the steal machine, 2 to 9, steals the ball from Pelinka. It's a wrong player. Lofton with the steal. Now he's going to come down on offense. There's a couple turnovers on that offensive column. 7. 3-point attempt on the break. 2 to 5 and 9. No! Arizona cannot find the 3-point range. They have made 1. Rebound. I'm going to switch these right now. Offensive shooting guard, 2 dice. Kerr versus defensive shooting guard. Well, he's going to need it. Steve Kerr needs an 8 or more. He gets a 9. Steve Kerr, offensive rebound. He's going up. 11. He draws the foul. Who's it on? It's the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jimmy King. That's 2 on King. And that is 9 team fouls. 1-1 for Kerr. He makes the first this time. Earns the second one. Misses the second one. Kerr is having a terrible game offensively so far. But believe it or not, we are tied at 24. Rebound. Offensive shooting guard. Defensive shooting guard will get it. Pelinka. He'll also get a die if he needed it. He doesn't need it. And here comes Michigan, who's really, they've lost a little bit of their mojo here. Defensive center, foul number 2 on Tolbert. Well, geez. Okay, non-shooter. We got to take Tolbert out of the game. Don't want him to get more. Let's just give him 15 minutes for the half. Tommy Tolbert takes a break. I can always put Cook at center. Let's see what the bench looks like for Arizona. Well, I need to look no further than 6'6" sophomore Judd Bushler, as far as I'm concerned. I can move Cook up there. Who's the better power forward? We'll keep Sean Elliott in the small forward spot. Judd Bushler enters the game. Coming in for the last 5 minutes or so of this half. Oops. Judd's in the game, so Michigan maintains possession, but this game is tied. No one's coming back. Let's see. What can I do? I was going to check and see. I wish Jalen Rose could play some forward. So I'd just take Voskuhl out of there and throw him back in. Jimmy King does have 2 fouls. Let's get him out of there. And we'll put Rose in for the final 5. King is out. Rose returns for Michigan. All righty, here we go. Wolverines with the ball. Score is tied despite shooting 65% for the Wolverines. All right, power forward. That's Juwan Howard. He's got the ball. Getting close to the 5-minute mark here. Offensive column, 7. No good by Howard. He's now 1 for 3. Rebound, defensive center. Anthony Cook playing the center slot. Cook with the ball. Offensive column. Scores on the 6. Anthony Cook, who's now 3 for 5. They do vault into the lead. And I put Michigan, and then I put Wildcats for Arizona. I just noticed that. Assist, power forward, 15. Bushler is a 1 to 11, which is good. Let's see. I got to make this right. I don't like having the... let's put Wolverines for the Michigan team. And this is an old phone, so it's going to take me a little longer. It won't caps lock for me. Oh, there's a helper. All right, there we go. All right. We are 26-24 Arizona leading the Wolverines of Michigan. And the ball's going to go to Howard. Howard offensive column, what has he got? 7, another miss for Howard. He's 1 for 4 on the day. They're down to 58% from the field. Rebound, offensive center, 14. Defensive center, 14. Anthony Cook has just enough to grab that rebound. And so it's Arizona's ball. We're going down the last 5 minutes of play. We'll go to the small forward, but what kind of shot will Sean Elliott get? Offensive column. Here he goes. 9, 3-point attempt. 2 to 6 and 11. Sounds good. Good. Makes the shot. Sean Elliott. 3 ball. He's got 12 points. And this game has turned 29-24. Arizona. No assist on the play. Well, Chris Webber's going to try to do something about that. He's got nope, not a 3. He's only a 2 on offense. Retains the possession, though. Defender is Cook. And it's an 8. That's a pass over to Voskuhl. Team defense. And that's an 8. And that's a pass as well. Back to Weber. Weber, team defense again. That's a 6. No good by Chris Weber. Misses his first. Well, he missed a 3 earlier, I guess. So they're down to 55%. Arizona's up to 36%. Rebounded by Judd Bushler. A lot of familiar names in this Arizona lineup. Power forward, Bushler played with the Bulls. Team defense, Michigan. That's a 7. That's a 3-point attempt. Yes, it's definitely a 3-point attempt. He doesn't have a pass there. Bushler, wow, that's a good 2 to 7 and 9. Are you kidding me? I got a 12. But still, I don't know what Bushler hit. That is an incredible 3-point column. Rebound, offensive small forward +1 die versus the defensive small forward 9. He's already got a 10, so Elliott's going to grab the offensive board. And Elliott's going up with a shot. With his 4, he gets an assist. Nice play by Elliott. Wildcats now dominating this game. I didn't see that coming. 4 on the assist. Steve Kerr, he needs some help. Kerr with 3 points in the game on terrible shooting. And once again, I want to check out that Check out that field goal percentage for Judd Bushler. That is just amazing. 2 to 7 and 9. What did he make from three-point land? Arizona, three-pointers. Kerr was 573. See, it says Bushler's, am I reading this right? It says Judd Bushler is 444 from three, which, while it's really good, that is much better than 444. Wow, that may be an error. Who knows? Who knows? They printed out many, many teams. That may be an error. Alrighty, well, let's go. Chris Webber's got the shooting guard's got the ball. Rob Pelinka. This team needs to shoot its way out of a slump here. Offensive column for Pelinka. That's a 10. He scores, Rob Pelinka. Assisted by point guard Jalen Rose. All right, shooting guard. That is Kerr. Team defense of Michigan. That's a 4. That's a miss. Great team defense by the Wolverines so far. Rebound, shooter versus defender. That's a 2, and then obviously defender. Pelinka is going to be a better rebounder. Kerr is not an offensive rebounding threat. Ball goes over to Voskuhl. Team defense again. Here we go. Arizona. That's a 4. 3-point. Nope, he's got the pass. The capital pass. That means it's a pass. He can shoot threes, but not in that situation. Ball goes to Howard. This is a better percentage shot here with the great Juwan Howard. No good. I can't hit for him, though. He's missed 4 in a row for me. Michigan's going downhill quickly. Rebound offensive point guard. 3, defensive shooting guard. 4, Kerr. Makes himself look big. He is 6'3". Ball goes to 5'11", Kenny Lofton. Defender is Jalen Rose. And that's a pass. Passes to Elliott. He's kind of the hot hand for the team right now. Sean doing a little bit of everything. It's a 6. That's a missed shot by Elliott. I seem to not be able to do everything. Rebound. Offensive small forward. 10. Defensive point guard. 10. Jalen Rose. A good rebounder. A very tall point guard at 6'8". Hands the ball to the sophomore, Juwan Howard. Howard having a rough start here. That's a 4. That's another turnover for Howard. He can't seem to figure out his offensive game. Here comes Kenny Lofton. And Kenny, defender is Jalen Rose. And that's a steal. Turnover Lofton. It's going to be a steal fest between Lofton and Rose probably for the remainder of the half here. Rose has got a breakaway, and he's going all the way with that ball. 11. He assists. Dishes the ball off on the assist. Good play by the Wolverines. They definitely needed something to snap out of their little slump. 4 is going to get the basket's going to go to Pelinka. And it's now 31-28, power forward. Judd Bushler. Defender, that's going to be Juwan Howard. That's a 7. That's a foul on Juwan. That's just 1 on Juwan. That's the 10th team foul. So I'm going to start awarding 2 shots to Arizona. Can't even remember that rule was in play yet, but that's a free throw. Good by Judd. And Judd makes them both. All right. Judd Bushler's first 2 of the game. And Wildcats widen their lead. Point guard, Jalen Rose. Defense, Kenny Lofton with the steal. As I said, that is a ridiculous steal column for Lofton. That Lofton's going to take it on the break. Let's see what he does. 8. That's an assist. Kenny Lofton. Arizona now running like a well-oiled machine. You wouldn't have known it from the first 5 to 7 minutes of the game, but they actually have the lead. Judd Bushler with the dunk. And we've got ourselves a 35-28 game. What happened to Michigan? Pelinka. Team defense. There's plenty of time left. That's an 8. That's a pass by Pelinka. Hands it off to Voskuhl. Got to get the ball into Weber a little bit more, I think. Offense. Voskel. 7. 3-point attempt. They need it. 2 to 5 and 10. No, Palenka. He was 2 for 2 from the field. And they're down to 54% from the field. Rebound defensive shooting guard Steve Kerr. Arizona pushes the ball up. Kerr's got the ball. Defenders Palenka. That's an 8. That's a pass. Stays in Kerr's hands. Offensive column for Kerr. That's a fun one. 5. Scores! Steve Kerr. Warriors coach puts his team up by 9. They waited for him to start shooting, and he's now starting to score 2. Wow, 1-to-1 assist for Cook. That is not a passer. Ball goes to the point. Oh, whoops, that's wrong. Small forward. Voskel. Defense. Sean Elliott. 2 forces the pass. Point guard. Rose. Offense. Jalen can't hit. Ran out of steam so far. Offensive shooting guard with a rebound. Palenka goes up. 5. 3-point attempt for Rob Palenka. Oh, can't hit it. 2 to 5 and 9. Misses another 3-ball. Rebound defensive shooting guard Kerr. And Kerr is going to maintain possession as the clock is running out. 2 or better. No. Power forward. Offensive column. Chud Bushler. 2. Draws the foul at the buzzer. And it's on the 5. Rob Palenka. So Bushler. Arizona drawing the fouls this half. He has 2 shots. He makes the first. And 11 misses the second. And that's your half. At halftime, it is 38 for the Wildcats, 28 for the Michigan Wolverines. Some halftime numbers. Michigan is now just 50% from the floor. They made their first 10 or so shots of the game. They have not made a 3-pointer. They're 0 for 4. They're just 2 for 4 from the free throw line. They are led by Chris Webber, who scored 8 early points. And he's shooting 4 for 6. He's done nothing since. Jalen Rose has 6. The low-scoring half for the Michigan Wolverines. Arizona started off dreadfully slow, but are shooting 39% from the field at 12 for 31. 2 of 8, just 2 of 8 from three-point land. So they're not tearing it up, but they're 12 of 16 from the line, and that has propelled them into the lead. Leading scorer is Sean Elliott with 12 points. 7 for Tom Tolbert, 5 for Steve Kerr, but just on 2 for 8 from the floor, 0 for 3 from three-point land. So you can't expect Kerr to have another half like that. And even with that, the Wildcats lead by 10. That surprised the heck out of me. I thought Michigan was going to run away with this game soon enough. So anyhow, we're going to take a few minutes to reset the lineups here. I got to get the minutes correct, so just be patient. We are still here. Let's see. Howard played the whole half. Weber. And Rose played 15. Okay, we're all good. Elliott. Let's see. going to throw Eric Riley into the middle for Michigan. He's 7 feet tall. And Ray Jackson has 3 fouls. James Vasco has 3 fouls. So Chris Webber's going to play small forward of all things. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And Palenka will come out. Jimmy King's coming back in. So Webber will be guarding Sean Elliott. That'll be a great matchup. Wolverines got to figure out a way to get back on their feet. They were just killing Arizona in the opening minutes. And then forgot how to score baskets. They went from 10 for 10 to, they were like 10 for 10 or something like that. They're 13 for 26. So you can do the math. They hit like 3 of their last 16 shots. Like I said, they were 498 from the floor as a team. They're hitting 50%. Law of averages has just come into play. So this is a fantastic little set of FACs here. It's very easy. I don't keep a time clock because I don't really have to. I just have 4 stacks of 25 cards basically for 5 minutes each. So, and then when I just sort them, I don't even count them out. I just go half, get them as close as I can, and then I go half on those. Oh boy, they are a little lightweight. That's the only thing I can say bad about them. So there's 5 minutes, 5 minutes. They like to flip out on you. But homemade, cut them myself, so they work. They work just fine. Yeah, CB2K is a very simple game, and it has a lot of Final Four teams from the 80s. Like I said, I've got a bunch of 80s teams from Washmeister, a.k.a. Troy, or vice versa. And it was a fantastic early Christmas gift. So I was going to show you a few more of the teams that I got. I got, like I said, I can pull the sheet up one more time. I got over 100 teams, and I narrowed it down to about 40, 35 to 40 teams here. There's more than it's on this list. I accidentally threw like some 1982s, and I wasn't going to select any because I already had some great Houston and Georgetown teams, but 82 got thrown in there, so I've got about 41 total teams now. So 4 that I bought myself, 37 that I picked, and I've got another 50 or 60 that I can actually choose to print out later, but this is going to keep me busy for a long time. I hand selected the ones I like, and among those, here's Michigan State for 1979, obviously the Magic Johnson. Let's see what Magic looks like really quick. They had more than Magic Johnson, too. They had Jay Vincent, who played a lot of NBA ball. Greg Kelser, who played a lot of NBA ball. Great running forward. Where's the guy that's hiding in this stack? Some guy named Irvin Johnson. Pretty good player. Great steals, great assists, 1 to 20. So that'll make the team click. Not a great offensive rebounding guard, but a fantastic defensive rebounding guard. So I want to definitely play Larry versus Magic, because now I'm going to show you this. The Indiana State Sycamores, 33-1, lost the championship to somebody with Magic on them. Not a lot of huge names on this team. Larry Bird is obviously the big ticket here. Scored around 30 points a game. And Carl Nicks played in the NBA with Utah and probably a couple other teams, but very solid point guard. But Larry didn't have the depth of Michigan State's offense. Who else did I get? I also got 1980 Louisville. Who doesn't love a Scooter McRae or a Derek Smith or a Darrell Griffith or a Rodney McRae or Jerry Eves? This team's chock full of professional level players. What else I got here? I got myself some 81 Indiana. Not a ton of big names, but there's Ray Tolbert and Isaiah Thomas. And the tragedy of Landon Turner. Landon had a tragic accident, led to his early death. But this is a very good Bobby Knight team. championship team, of course. Got the Virginia Cavaliers of 81. Who doesn't like a Virginia Cavaliers? I even remember Ricky Stokes, little Ricky Stokes, Craig Robinson. Get to the big names here. Ralph Sampson and Jeff Lamp and Othell Wilson. There's Ralph. Great rebounder. Offensive juggernaut, 7'4" sophomore. Jeff Lamp, a senior. Great offensive column. 2 to 9 and 12 on free throws. Othell Wilson, point guard. 1 to 14 on assists. Joe Brooks loves this guy. Knew this guy. Knows this guy. Played a little bit in the NBA too. Great point guard. Got our Louisville team from 1982. Like I said, I did not know I was printing out this 1982 team. Once again, Rodney McRae, Derek Smith, Lancaster Gordon, Jerry Eves, Scooter McRae. Post Darrell Griffith, but hey, they were so good for so many years in a row in that early 80s. And then there's the University of Houston. I accidentally had printed, so I had to cut them out. Got to do it. Just more fun. Rob Williams, Akeem Olajuwon as a freshman. You can see he's kind of a foul machine, but you can see the offensive rebounding ability already there. Offensively, very good. But he has a rest of 15 minutes, so he wasn't playing full time. Clyde Drexler, by contrast, was a sophomore and playing a lot more minutes and as an amazing steal hound. And Michael Young can shoot the daylights out as well. Let's look at another team here. North Carolina, 81-82. Who doesn't like a good North Carolina team? Nope, I got to check my screen over here. 1 second. Whoops, I typed it in wrong. All right. All right, North Carolina of 1982. That is one heck of a team. I have these guys in bank shot basketball as well, but once again, Sam Perkins, James Worthy, some guy named Michael Jordan. And that card looks pretty darn good in CB2K. These cards, it's very easy to see how good a player is just by looking at their card. And that's always a fun thing to have in this hobby. And Matt Doherty. All right, one more team. I got to get that second half rolling here. Wildcats leading by 10. Georgetown of 82. Once again, I didn't even mean to print this one out, but I'm glad I did because this is a freshman Patrick Ewing. I could play freshman Patrick Ewing against freshman Akeem Olajuwon if I want. Eric Sleepy Floyd, Fred Brown was a good player. They had just a nice blend of players, great defensive players. So anyway, that's just a few of the teams. I've got another 15 or 20 that I've got to show, but we got a game to play here, so let's see what we can do. Second half. All right. Bring the dice back in. All right. Well, let's do another jump ball. We'll go Riley, Cook. We're going to give the ball to Michigan. And it's going to go to Rose. They got to turn this game around. They got off to such a blazing start. They felt a little too confident, I think. Rose offensive column starts off with an 8. It's no good. Rebound. Offensive point guard is going to be 3. Defensive point guard plus 1 die. And that is Craig McMillan with the board. One second here. All right, McMillan with the board. And the ball's going to go to shooting guard Steve Kerr. Defender is Jimmy King. And that's a 7. That's a pass. Passes the ball to Cook. He's not a 5 or better on offense. He retains possession, though. Defender is Eric Riley. Ooh, that's a foul waiting to happen, isn't it? Foul number 1 on Eric Riley. We'll see how much time he gets. Ball goes to the small forward, Sean Elliott, offense. Elliott with 12 in the game. 6. Oh, miss. Sean misses. Rebound, offensive point guard. 6, defensive point guard. 10, Jalen Rose. Good rebounder. Ball goes to the small forward, Weber. He's playing small forward, yes. Defender, Sean Elliott. That's a pass. Shooting guard, Jimmy King. Offense. That's a 7. 3 ball on the way for Jimmy. 5, it's good. 3-pointer by Jimmy King. First 3-pointer made by Michigan Wolverines. First to strike. Assist, point guard, Jalen Rose. Maybe they've got a little run in them to get even closer. Here comes Elliott. Defender is C-Webb. And that's an 8. That's a pass. Passes off to Craig McMillan. Defender is Rose. A 12. Foul. Jalen Rose is first. Ball goes into Anthony Cook. Offensive column for Cook. It's a 9. It's no good by Cook. Rebound. Offensive small forward. Elliott has a 10. Defensive point guard has a 10. Jalen Rose snaring another rebound. Ball goes to Jawan. Hasn't had a great game yet. Offensive column. Time to start. No good. Cannot roll a good one for Jawan Howard. Rebound. Offensive point guard. Rose hitting the boards. Goes up 3. He gets an assist. Jalen Rose doing it all. 33-38. They're making a run. Arizona can't rest on their laurels. 2 points for Jawan Howard. He only has 4 points and 4 rebounds. Point guard, Craig McMillan. Defender, Jalen Rose. Steal, turnover, McMillan. Rose with the steal. Rose is going to go all the way. 70 scores. Jalen Rose bringing the Wolverines back. 38-35. Fantastic. All right. I don't do an assist on that. I wouldn't, because he kind of went coast to coast. I'm trying to remember if I do an assist on a fast break shot. Oh, heck, let's just be generous and give an assist to Riley on that play. We're going to assume Rose stole it, passed it off, got it back from Riley, and scored. Here we go. Oh, Tom Tolbert. Why do I have him at... I don't know why I got Tolbert at forward. He could play forward. He's shorter than Anthony Cook, but either way, Cook's got the ball this time. Over Howard, 7. That's a foul on Jawan, his second. Don't want to get in foul trouble. Power forward again. Cook. Defenders Howard. 5. Pass. Passes to McMillan. McMillan defender. Jalen Rose 11. Pass. Passes off to Kerr. Kerr wants to get his team on the board. Defender 4. Steal. Turnover Kerr. Steal by Jimmy King. And King is going to go on the break. That's an 11. He's going to pass. A lot of ball movement in CB2K. Here comes Weber, offensive column. He has not scored since the opening minutes of the game. At 10, he scores! Chris Weber, and this game is ebbing and flowing, this time in the positive for Michigan. Here comes Howard on the assist. Ball goes over to Steve Kerr. Defenders King, 10. Pass. Shooting guard again. Offensive column for Kerr. 8. 3 ball. Lines it up. Shoots it up. 9. No good. Kerr cannot buy a 3 today. Rebound. Defensive small forward. That is Chris Weber. Yes, your small forward, Chris Weber on the boards. Ball goes to Webb. Defenders, Elliott. And that's a 6. That's a pass. Passes it to Jalen. He's been the hot man offensively and defensively. He's going to get an offensive column read. That's a 9. That's a 3 ball. Lines it up. Fires. Good. 3-pointer, Jalen Rose. And Michigan's hit 2 3-pointers after hitting none in the first half. We have a new leader, folks. 40-38. Michigan. Assist. Howard. This game has been a great one. 40-38. Michigan has returned to prominence here in this game. Offensive column for Elliott. He's a good one. 5. Pass. Passes to Tolbert. Tolbert offensive column as well. Another great opportunity. 11. He scores. Tom Tolbert. I believe he's got 9 in the game for Tolbert. We got a tie score at 40. Approaching the 15-minute mark of the second half. Assist Steve Kerr. All right. Center. That's going to be Riley. It's working. We're going to keep this lineup in. Offensive column for Riley. It's a 7. He's going to pass. Well, it's going to go to the point guard, but we're 5 minutes in. Must change that out. Team defense. Whoops. Grab the whole deck. Grab the whole deck. There we go. Point guard, it says. Right? Yeah, point guard. Rose. Team defense. Arizona. 7. Missed by Rose. Rebound. Offensive center, Riley. Riley's going up. That's a 6. That's good. Eric Riley with some contributory value there. And it's Wolverines 42, Wildcats 40. Ball goes to Elliott. Offensive column. That's a 9. 3 ball. Elliott misses. He was 2 to 6, rolled a 7. Rebound, small forward, Chris Webber. It's working. Weber's playing he's a very quick man. Power forward, Joan. Defenders, Cook. That's a 4. Foul, Anthony Cook, his first team foul. Arizona's not fouling much. We'll see how that plays out at the end of the game. Center, Riley, offensive column. 8, he's going to pass the ball off to the shooting guard, Jimmy King. Offensive column for Jimmy. That's a 5. Assist, Jimmy King. Boy, Michigan is surging right now. Basket goes to. It's a 4. Jalen Rose. 7.5 for Rose. 13 in the game. Now the scoring leader for Michigan. And the scoring leader for the game. Point guard, Craig McMillan. Small forward. Offense. 9 scores, Craig McMillan. That's his first shot of the game. His first, I believe that's his first shot of the game. No, he's got 5 points. Assisted by center 12. No. Okay, ball goes into Webb. Webb team defense of Arizona. That's a 9, another basket. I'm rolling that 9 pretty consistently this game, and that'll only help Michigan. 46-42, assisted by center 1. Riley with another assist. I'll keep Riley in until the 10-minute mark. We'll go, this team's playing well with this lineup. You don't want to take out something that's working for you. Shooting guard. Kerr, 1 or better. No, he does not have it. Goes over the point guard, McMillan. McMillan, team defense of Michigan, 7. 3 ball, no. He's got to pass on that 3 ball area. He's got to pass the ball back to Kerr. Kerr, defense, Jimmy King. 11. Foul, Jimmy King. That is 3 on Jimmy. All right, power forward is Anthony Cook. Offensive column, 8, he scores, Anthony Cook. For the game, Cook has 8 points and 4 rebounds. It is 46-44. No assist on the play. Ball goes into Riley. Riley's played some good offense today. Here he goes. 8 passes the ball to the power forward. Juwan Howard, maybe he can get untracked. Team defense of Arizona. If I just roll a 9, nope, rolled a 3. It's a basket as well, Juwan Howard. Arizona's defense seems to slip up once in a while. Michigan by 4. Assist power forward 10. No. Ball goes into Cook. Cook offensive column. It's a very solid one. He scores again. Anthony Cook into double digits. 10 points. Assist small forward Sean Elliott. And that is 6th assist for Arizona. Michigan has 13 assists. So they're moving the ball a little bit better. Here goes 48-46. Howard, defense of Cook. 8 pass. Center, Riley. Defense of Tom Tolbert. And that is foul number 3 on the bruiser, Tom Tolbert. That is the second team foul. Power forward, Juwan. Team defense. 10. Pass. Stays in Howard's hands. Offense. I've had terrible success with the offensive column of Howard. 6. Draws the foul. Who is it on? This is big. Tom Tolbert has 4. 2 shots for Howard. We'll be taking Tolbert out. Free throw good. 2 to 7 and 9. Misses the second. And so one more point for the Wolverines, rebounded by Sean Elliott on the boards. Yeah, let's take out Tolbert. Well, let's just play him safe till the 10-minute mark, and then we'll take him out. Let's make that convenient for us. Tom can still be an offensive threat here. Let's go, Tommy. Yeah, offensive threat. Defender is Riley, who steals the ball. That's 6 in the middle. Turnover, Tommy. Maybe I should have taken him out. No, really, you couldn't have stopped that. Riley with the steal. The 7-footer's going to try to bust all the way down with a 9. Misses the shot. Misses the shot. Rebounded by offensive center. 16. Defensive small forward. 13. So offensive rebound, Riley. He grabs his own shot. Pumps it up again. And I rolled an 11. And that's another miss. Back-to-back misses. Maybe Riley's getting a little tired here. Offensive point guard, 3. Defensive small forward is definitely higher than that in Sean Elliott. Ball goes to Sean. Offensive column, it's pretty deadly. 5. Pass. Power forward, Anthony Cook. Defender is Howard. And that's a 5. Passes it off to Craig McMillan. Pass. It's like hot potato. Craig McMillan, team defense, 7. Pass, because he can't shoot the 3. Goes back to Anthony Cook. Team defense again. 4. Miss. Anthony Cook misfires. Well, they moved the ball around, took some time off the clock. Offensive shooting guard. Kerr only has a 2. Defensive small forward. Weber easily captures that rebound. Rebound number 7. Ball goes to Riley, who's missed his last 2 shots. Let's see if he can recover from that. 11. Nope. He's missed 3 in a row. He is run out of steam. Offensive shooting guard. 4. Defensive shooting guard plus 1. He's got it. Steve Kerr. Another rebound. Kerr's hitting the boards pretty good. That's 6 rebounds for Kerr. Goes to the center. Tolbert, just before he's going to come out. Team defense of Michigan. 4. Misfire again by Tolbert. Rebound, offensive shooting guard, 2. Defensive shooting guard, 2 dice. Why they make it so easy for Jimmy King. And the ball's to the small forward. That's Weber. Team defensive card. And that's a 3. Weber slams it home. 51-46. That was a little bit of a drought. This is shooting guard 17. No. Well, we are down to 10 minutes of play left. The ball will be in the hands of the shooting guard when we resume. I'm going to take out Eric Riley, even though they've been playing really well this last few minutes. So let's see what we have here. Riley. Three, 6, 9. 10 minutes for Riley. And we got to get Ray Jackson back in this game. Ray's been like waiting. He's like, where the heck? What the heck, guys? So Ray Jackson returns. All right. For Arizona, we are going to take out Tolbert. He's not been very productive. You failed your evaluation. Let's see. Yeah, Tolbert is out. Who's going to play some center? Let's just do the same thing as last half. We'll throw Anthony Cook in there. Let's just throw Judd. Judd's going to come in one more time for Arizona. And the guards are looking pretty good. Kerr's not playing that great, but I think he's just going to have to break out. Here we go. 10 minutes to play. Steve Kerr has the ball. Let's see what happens here. They're down by 5. They got plenty of offense to get back into this thing. Team defense. Michigan 7. 3-point attempt, but it's a pass. Kerr cannot shoot that one. He keeps the ball. Defender. Jimmy. 6. Steals the ball from Kerr. You can't hang on to the ball too long with Jimmy King in your wheelhouse. Stealing the ball, going breakaway time. 11. Passes it to the power forward. Got it to Jawan. We got the full Fab 5 in here. Finally, offense for Howard. 12. A turnover again. Jawan's just not having that great a day. 7 points. 3 of 8 shooting. 4 rebounds. Does have 3 assists. Gives Arizona a chance to take advantage. Kerr. I love this offensive column. If you could make a 3, it would be nice. 7. Assist Steve Kerr. That's a beautiful offensive column. 51-48. This game's far from over. Points go to Judd. Give Judd 7 on the day. 51-48. Power forward. Jawan. 3 or better? Yes. Offensive column. 80 scores. Jawan Howard. He does have 6 points this half, so I can't bash him too much. And here comes the power forward, Judd Bushler. Team defense of Michigan, that's a 10. He's got it. Judd Bushler. Assist small forward 7. Yes. Sean Elliott. Sean Elliott, who's not scored. He has 12 points, still leading the team in scoring. Anthony Cook has 10 points. Here comes the point guard. Jalen Rose. Yeah, I didn't flip it yet, have I? I get paranoid. Jalen Rose, team defense. And that's a 7. That is a missed shot by Jalen. Rebound. Offensive center, 2 dice. 14. Yep, he'll get it easily. Weber, another board. That gives him 8 rebounds. Weber's going up. 8 scores. Chris Weber. Believe it or not, Chris Weber is 4 for 4 this half. And he's now 8 for 10. Michigan leads 55-50. Arizona looking to come back. Here comes Anthony Cook. Team defense. Michigan 3. 3-point attempt? No. Cook is not a 3-point shooter, but he retains possession. Defender is Webb. 8. Pass. Ball goes over to Elliott, looking to get his offense going this half. Shoots it. 11. Miss. Elliott not hitting from the floor. 0 for 3 this half. Rebound. Offensive power forward. 10. Defensive point guard. 10. It goes to Rose. Goes to Rose. Ball goes to the shooting guard, Jimmy. Jimmy King fires 7. 3 ball on its way. 9. It's good. Jimmy King 2 for 2 from the arc this half. And they're actually 3 for 7 now. 4-29 from 3. The huge three-pointer makes it 58-50 Michigan, assisted by nobody. All right. Point guard, Craig McMillan. Arizona needs to start scoring soon. 6, that's an assist, Craig McMillan. Good pass. Great play. Craig McMillan. Basket goes to 2. Judd. Judd's getting the recipient of nice assists. He's got 11 points now. Ball goes to Jalen. Team defense, Arizona. 8. Pass. Stays with Jalen. 1 or better, yes. Jalen. 10. Pass. Small forward, Ray. Ray, offensive column. 8. Ray draws the foul. The foul is going to be on the defender, Sean Elliott, his second. 2 shots for Ray Jackson. 5 is good. He's 2 to 7 and 11. And he makes them both. Ray Jackson with just 4 points in the game, but a huge basket. 2-pointer gives them an 8-point lead. Power forward. Goes to Judd. Judd is not 2 or better, no. Goes the shooting guard. Steve Kerr. Defender's king. That's a pass. Stays with Kerr. Defender's king. That's a pass. Point guard, McMillan. 4 or better, no. That's a pass. Elliott, offensive column, goes up. 7, he scores. Elliott, first 2 of the half. Wildcats back within 6. Assisted by Steve Kerr. 60-54. Arizona's up to 43.5% from the field after a very slow start. Shooting guard. Offense. Did I say shooting guard? I said shooting guard. I gave it to Ray. It should be King. And that's a 6. No good by Jimmy. Rebound offensive center. 14, defensive power forward. 14, rebound Judd Bushler. Just enough to grab that rebound. Ball goes to the small forward, Sean Elliott. Offensive column, 4. Assist, Elliott. Arizona. Mini run, 60-56. Points go to Judd Bushler. Judd's 4 for 4 since coming in. He's not coming out. Ball goes to the center. It's Chris Webber. 3 or better? No. Stays with Chris Webber. 5 or better? No. Goes the point guard. Team defense. 6. No good by Jalen Rose. Jalen's now missing a few shots here and there. Rebound offensive small forward. 11. Defensive small forward. 13. Easy rebound for Sean. Arizona trying to come back here. Team defense off Craig McMillan, 7. That's going to be a pass because of that rating there. Point guard stays with McMillan. Offensive column. Got to love this offensive column. A lot of three balls. Pass. Passes to Sean. Offensive column, 5 minutes to play. 5. Pass. So it's going to go to the center. And the center... Put that in play. Center. 2 or better on offense. No, that's a pass. Power forward, Bushler. Defense. Howard. Pass. Center. Cook. Team defense. Misfires. After all of that, nothing comes of it. Great defensive stand by Michigan. Rebound. Defensive team rebound. So we'll give that one to Wolverines. Small forward, Ray Jackson. 4 or better? Nope. Shooting guard, Jimmy King. Team defense. 5. Offensive foul, Jimmy King. That is 4. We'll just keep King in there. We got some backups on Michigan, they're trying to hang on to their lead. Point guard, Craig McMillan for Arizona. Defenders Rose. 9, that's a pass. Small forward. Arizona's not looking to shoot. Elliott, 6, no good by Sean. For the game, Sean Elliott. He's just 3 of 11 from the floor. Rebound, offensive center, Cook. Cook's going up. 5, misfires. Arizona's back down to 42%. Rebound, defensive center, Webb. Ball goes to Chris. Offensive column. It's a good one, but he misses on a 6. Rebound, offensive center, Webb. And Weber's going up. 9 turnover. Must have traveled with the ball. Here comes Arizona. Point guard, McMillan. They can cut it to 2 if they just try and score here. Foul on Jalen. That is 2 on Jalen Rose. 5th team foul. Penalty will be at 7 team fouls. Ball goes to Steve Kerr. Offense. 7. Assist, Steve Kerr. Kerr's been a better passer than a shooter in this game. That was a real ice-cold stretch there for both teams. 2 points for Judd Bushler, who keeps being the beneficiary of assists. He's got 15 points. He is now leading Arizona and only second to the 16 points of Chris Webber. It is 60-58. As the clock runs down, we're down to about 2.5, 3 minutes here, based on the feeling of the cards. Jawan Howard. Whoops, what did I just do? Small forward, sorry. Offense, small forward. Ray Jackson. 5 assists. Ray Jackson with a great pass. Points go to Jawan Howard. Jawan needs the help. That gives him 11 points. It is 62-58. Ball goes to Judd Bushler, who's had a fantastic offensive game thanks to some great passing. That's a pass. Center. Cook. Defender is Webb. 9 foul. Chris Webber, his second. That's the 6th team foul. We'll be shooting from here on out. Judd Bushler. Defenders. Howard. 6 pass. Passes to Elliott. Team defense. And 6, no good. Great defense by Michigan. Rebound is going to be high offensive versus high defensive. This is the battle of the best. So high offense is going to be, boy, that's going to be hard to find. Offensive center 11 and high defense 18. Looks like Weber's going to grab that board. I just wanted to check and see what Michigan's defensive field goal percentage is, because they are shutting them down. Defensive field goal percentage. Do I have that here? Opponent shoots 436. Yeah, 43.6, I believe. So that says a lot. Ball goes into Weber. Very limited time left. This is clutch time. I'm sure they have plenty of timeouts, Chris, so you can call a timeout. Defense, team defense. And that's a 9. The magic of that 9. I don't know why I can hit that all day long. 2 points for Chris Webber. It is a 6-point lead. No assist. Arizona needs some magic now. Power forward. There's Judd. Team defense. That's a 10. He scores. Judd Bushler. 6 for 6 this half. 17 points off the bench. Judd Bushler. And the assist, no. Yeah, that was Judd. Okay. All right. Back to shooting guard Jimmy King. We're down to about 6 cards. We're about a minute plus to go. Offense, Jimmy King. 11. Pass. They're trying to run out the clock. Shooting guard, still Jimmy King. Team defense, 10, pass. They're running it down. They can't stop him. Ray Jackson, team defense, 9, it's good. Ray Jackson. Using that team defensive card, Michigan has just pulled ahead 66-60. This is small forward 9. Oh, wait, he is the small forward. Center 9, no. Okay, power forward. Time's running out. Judd Bushler, the offensive machine. It's an 8. He draws a foul. And the foul is going to be on 5. Jimmy King. Jimmy King will leave the game with his 5th personal foul. Judd Bushler will get 2 free throws in a minute. Jimmy King basically played the whole half. "19 out of 20 minutes for the game." "35 minutes on the game." Jimmy King will take a break. Whoops. Put him on the wrong bench. And I'll just throw Michael Talley in for one play, just for the get him off the bench. Put him in for a minute. Judd Bushler's going to the line. This game is pretty much all academic. I'm down to like 1 card left, and that's an 8. Misses the first, makes the second. Judd Bushler's going to finish the game with 18 points to lead Arizona. 66-61. Ball goes to the shooting guard. Michael Talley's going to get a chance. Talley fires away. 3, turnover at the buzzer. Well, he made the scorebook, folks. The final score is Michigan 66, Arizona 61. Gotta check my screen here. And that is your final score. Leading scorers in the game: 18 points, Chris Webber. 11 rebounds, 9 of 12 shooting. Judd Bushler, 18 points, 7 of 8 shooting for Arizona. Michigan ended up shooting 56% from the floor, 29 of 52. Arizona, 23 of 53, 43.4. Only made 2 of 10 three-point attempts. Michigan made 3 of 7 after going 0 for 4 in the first half, so they finished 43%, but only took 8 free throws, 5 of 8 from the line. Arizona was 13 for 18 from the line, 72%. Rebound battle, 28-22 in favor of Michigan. So Michigan got off to a great start, blew their lead by halftime. They were down by a boatload of points, 38-28. Came back and outscored them 38-23 in the second half. Michigan Wolverines 66, Arizona 61. Thanks for watching the video. Go 5. Yep. Mike, Michigan came through in the second half. That's what happened. And Chris Webber's a fantastic player, as was Jalen Rose. Had a great stretch in the second half. And the rest of my package here of CB2K teams, I am loaded. I've got enough games to play for a good long while. NC State from 1983. These are ones I actually had purchased myself. Georgia from 83. My favorite, Houston from 83, Clyde the Glide Drexler. I've got Louisville from 83. Of course, I played a couple of those games and broadcast them. I've got North Carolina 84 with Kenny the Jet Smith, Sam Perkins, Doherty, Michael Jordan as a junior, his final year at North Carolina. That's always fun. I've got myself Houston of 84, Akeem Olajuwon as a junior before he went for the pro ranks. 84, which I have. I think I have 84 in bank shot as well, but you can never have enough. 84 Georgetown and Patrick Ewing. 85, St. John's, Chris Mullen, Walter, The Truth, Barry, etc. I've got Duke of 86. Who was on Duke of 86? Quinn Snyder, of all people, Billy King, Tommy Amaker, Johnny Dawkins, Jay Billis, when he had hair, Mark Allery. 87 Syracuse, you know who's on this team. You got Derek Coleman, Stephen Thompson, Greg Monroe. Don't forget Sherman Douglas, General Sherm. You got Oklahoma of 88. Can't go wrong when you've got Mookie Blaylock, Harvey Grant, Stacey King. Team is loaded. Got Duke of 89. Oh yes, I like Duke of 89 because they had freshman Christian Laettner. And Christian Laettner was actually playing with Ala Abdel Nabi and Danny Ferry. So that's always interesting to me to see the changing of the guard. Let's just bring them down here. I got UNLV of 1990, of course, the world champs, NCAA champs, Stacey Ogman, Anderson Hunt, Greg Anthony, James Jones, some guy named Larry Johnson. Georgia Tech, I just liked Kenny Anderson's my favorite player, but there's 3D Scott, Dennis Scott. Where does he shoot threes? 4, 6, 7. Makes it 2 to 5 and 9. Yeah, I've got the no player. There were so few players on Georgia Tech. They didn't make enough more than 10 cards. There's Kenny Anderson, assist on 8. Great team there. Loyola Marymount, I want to see how they translate. I've got this team in Bank Shot, but I want to see how they translate to the actual CB2K format. Bo Kimball steals the ball a lot. This team was a stealing team. I just watched an Oregon State LMU matchup. It was quite impressive. Let's see, who else do I have? I have Arizona of 94. I grabbed them mostly because they had a couple of significant players. They have Portland's very own, they got Khalid Reeves. Where's the guy that I wanted to display? Damon Stoudemire. Wilson High, Portland. That was my high school. Didn't know him. He's younger than me. North Carolina of 95. I had to select this one. Jeff McGinnis. He played for Portland. Donald Williams, the Gangster Steakhouse. We got Rasheed Wallace. And just a bunch. Shamon Williams. Got a whole bunch of good scorers there. Kentucky of 96. This team was fantastic. So this is my treasure trove I got as a gift from Troy, a.k.a. Washmeister. I thank him very much for this. Antoine Walker, Walter McCarty, Derek Anderson, Tony Delk. Delk scored 50 points in an NBA game, believe it or not. Wake Forest, they have some big, tall dude surrounded by some average players. Lauren Woods actually played in the NBA, I believe. Tim Duncan. And this team lost in the NCAA second round, so they included him in CB2K. I think it was just for Tim Duncan. NCAA tournament can be such a crapshoot sometimes. That's why they probably include us. Like Tim Duncan's team was probably better than that. Second round. North Carolina 98. North Carolina is just a high school talent machine. They find guys like Anton Jamison and the great Vince Carter. Vince Carter, who could have been considered one of the top 10 NBA players of all time, but I just don't think his head was into it. Very talented player. Just a few shades worse than Michael Jordan, but didn't have the determination like him. Glenn Rice, Michigan again. This is just Michigan from 1989, a few years before. Rumeal, the real deal. Palenka was a freshman. Loy Vaught played in the NBA. So this was another super talented team. Terry Mills, that guy could score. What year was Mills? A junior. Yeah, Sean Higgins, another decent player. So very talented Michigan team. Won the championship in 1989. Pre-Fab 5. So anyway, thanks for tuning in to this gameplay of CB2K. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and stay tuned for more videos on Rod's Tabletop Hoops. Have a good afternoon, everyone.